Again, I get asked about this question a lot. So there are two towers on the opposite side of a road which is 100-meter wide, and somewhere in between there's a point in which if we look at one of the tops of first tower, we get an angle of incidence of 60 degree, and when we look at the other top it's 30 degree. The points distance from the towers are not given, so let's start. Let's say that the point is x meter away from the first towers. So since the road is 100-meter wide, we can say that the other part is 100 minus x, because then the total distance will become 100 meters. So what we have to do now is look at the two triangles and call it triangle 1 and triangle 2, and try and solve it using trigonometry. So especially we will use uh, tan or tangent in this one, because we are just given the height and base and the hypotenuse is unknown. So in triangle 1 and triangle 2, if we look at triangle 1 especially, so tan 60 degree will become h by x, that is perpendicular by base. H is the perpendicular and x is the base, so it will tan 60 degree will become h by x. And since we already know the value of tan 60 degree, which is root 3, so h by x will become equal to root 3. So solving this further, we can say that h value will become h is equals to x into root 3, since we are going to multiply x with root 3. So this will become your equation 1. And now if we look at the triangle 2, we can say that tan 30 degree here is equals to h by 100 minus x. Why so? Again, perpendicular by base. So tan 30 degree will become equal to h, which is the height of the tower, by base, which is now 100 minus x. And we also know the value of tan 30 degree, which is 1 by root 3. So again, solving this further, we can say we have to multiply h with root 3 and 100 minus x with 1. So h root 3 is equals to 100 minus x. This will get further simplified. Now using the previous equation, equation 1, and if we put the value of h, which is x root 3 in this equation, instead of h we can write x root 3, and which will be again get multiplied by root 3. So h root 3 we can write it as x root 3 into root 3. Yeah, we can write it this way. And on the other side, again, it will be 100 minus x. Here x root 3 is the value of h from previous equation. For solving it further, x root 3 into root 3 into root 3 will become 3. So 3 into x will be on the left hand side, on the right hand side it will be 100 minus x. Now if we put minus x into the other side, it will become plus x, thus 4x will be equal to 100. Now what we have found, we can put 4 on the other side, it will get divided since it is multiplied on the first side. So we'll get the value of x as 25 meter. So the point where the person is standing, he is 25 meters away from tower 1. And if we calculate 100 minus x, it will be 75 meter away from the other tower. Now the second thing that we have to find is the height of the towers. So h is equal to, since from equation 1 we can say it's x root 3. So x value we have already found out, which is 25. Therefore 25 into root 3. And if we look into the value of root 3, which is 1.732, and if we multiply 25 with 1.732 and eliminating the later digits of the decimal, it will come out to be 43.3 meters. So just using trigonometry, we have found out the height of the towers.